Alright, what's up guys? My name is Justin, 26 years old, and this is my first moto vlog video. I've been riding a motorcycle for about 6-7 months now. I got it last July. Then went to the MSF course, and proceeded from there. Right now I'm riding a Yamaha R3, and that's what I've had this entire time, and I've loved it. It's been absolutely amazing. I'm gonna keep it for a little while longer, probably a lot longer, honestly. I don't really see a need to go get anything bigger than what I really have right now. If I do get anything different, it'd probably be a cruiser, just for the fact of comfortability. I mean, the R3 is kind of a neutral sport bike, so it is comfortable and it's fun to ride, but I can't ride it for hours on end. Reason I chose the R3, so this actually wasn't my first pick. What it was my second pick, honestly. But my first pick was a Kawasaki Z400, and right now in America, or at least in Texas, it's extremely hard to find a Z400 because everyone's buying them, and people have bought them during the pandemic like crazy. But I'm happy with what I got now. After I couldn't get that bike, I did some research and for good starter bikes and bikes that will actually help you learn a lot more about how to ride and give you a general consistency on, I guess, riding. But I'm happy that I chose this bike, honestly. I'm not 100% sure if I would have liked the Z400 or not, but as soon as I sat on this bike, I fell in love. And obviously I've done some modifications to it, with the grips on it, the throttle grips, clutch, front brake, modified the license plate holder so it's a hideaway. You can't hide the license plate. You can't hide the license plate, but I don't do that. It's super illegal. But what I do is I keep it out there. It's just low profile. I put some underglow lights on. It's pretty cool, especially when I have to drive to work at night. Alright, so this video is basically, give my first video on my introduction, who I am, what I ride, and whatnot. But things I'm going to go over as my first official video is things I wish I would have known, and sorry for this turn. But yeah, things I wish I would have known, right, before I started riding, and then also things I want to do videos on, because some things that I really wish I would have known, or after getting my bike I would have been able to find. There's a lot of videos I couldn't find on R3s in general, with specific things I had to do to the bike, or I guess things that people might want to see that I wanted to see, explanations on certain things, but yeah, going forward, so things I wish I would have known or understood a little bit better. The first thing is going to be how easy it is to ride. I have a lot of buddies who ride motorcycles, and a lot of friends that are wanting to ride motorcycles, and they're always asking how easy it is to ride, and it's really easy. I'm not gonna lie, it's super easy. Before I started riding, I had people tell me, yeah, it's easy to ride motorcycles, you'll enjoy it, it's not hard to do, and I really didn't believe them. What they had told me was if you drove stick shift before, like a truck, you're fine. And I didn't really I understood like the general consistency of like, yeah, if you driven stick shift before, that it's going to help you in shifting. I mean, it kind of does with, you know, the timing and whatnot, just knowing when to shift. But a motorcycle is a completely different beast than a stick shift vehicle or a truck or car. And you know, the RPMs are higher when you start shifting, depending on like if the motorcycle is broken in or not, or if you're breaking the motorcycle in. You know, there's different times you have to shift, and the RPMs you're not supposed to go over. Which again, I didn't. That's a deer. I didn't know that. But you also got to be really perspective. One thing I wish I would know. I will go into more detail on that later. But yeah, how easy it is to ride. It's super easy, man. Just as long as you know, have good balance, and you don't really even have to be that athletic. The only like athletic part to it is you get kind of tired if you ride for, you know, an extended period of time. The longest I've rode so far is an hour and 30 minutes. And I'm a pretty athletic person, but constantly leaning over, it kind of helps. But again, if your knees bent and all whatnot, it tires you out, and your wrists will get tired, or your hands. But yeah, but I mean, besides that, it's super easy to really ride. Just as long as I recommend doing the MFS course. I did it. The instructor there is really cool, really awesome people, and they help you learn a lot, and they teach you a lot. You know, if you're struggling on certain things, they'll spend extra time to show you, hey, this is how you shift, or hey, this is how you want to, you know, use the brakes on an emergency stop, or this is how you want to downshift, or, you know, upshift. And they'll take that extra time to teach you. You know, and then after that, it's just second nature. Once you after you're done with that first day where you do the waddling and you're walking and stuff, riding a bike is super easy. It's literally just like riding a bike, like, dead ass. That's the first thing they're gonna ask you about in the MFS course, is if you've ever ridden a bike. And if you say yes, they're like, all right, you'll be good. You have the balance, and you'll be fine. If you say no, they'll probably have to spend a little bit extra time teaching you how to ride the motorcycle with balance, you know, just trusting yourself. Yeah, riding a motorcycle is super easy. You just, again, know just how to keep your balance, and just pay attention to the bike and things around you. Alright, equipment. Another thing I should have known. You don't have to get... Ooh, I just had something fly up in my helmet. That was weird. But you don't have to buy the best of the best equipment. And you know, when I first started looking at stuff for riding, because you know, I was on a rotation. Oh yeah, I'm in the military, by the way. But yeah, I was on rotation. I was gone for 9 months, and I was saving my money up to buy my motorcycle. And what I had done was looked at the gear and stuff I wanted to buy, and I had my buddies tell me, hey, you want to buy this gear or this gear, you know, the high marketed, high priced stuff. We're just starting out, and you know, and I was looking at it, you know, like a jacket, $300, $400, and I was like, damn, like that's pretty expensive, man. Like, I really don't want to spend, you know, $400 on a jacket, or even $200 on gloves, like $200-300 on boots. Then the jeans, those, or the pants, those things can be super expensive. Things like up to like $1,000 for a jacket and pants, both. And then you have the helmet, which, you know, I didn't go cheap with the helmet. I bought a good helmet. But literally everything that I have bought was off Amazon. You know, I can drop links in my bio for the video, everything that I have, so y'all can kind of get a general idea of what I bought. The jacket I got was around $100. It has the back protector, so if you do fall, it protects your back. It's like a cushion you put in, back brace. The pants I have, they have hip protector and knee pads. You put in there yourself, so you can take them out and wash them and whatnot. And then the shoes I have, they have like a plastic top for the toes, and then also they have a round circular disc around the ankles to protect your ankles better, you know. And then my helmet, it's just a HJ helmet, or HJC. But yeah, you know, and then I got my gloves, which were like 30 bucks on Amazon. I got the little pad there, and I got the knuckle padding, which again, it works. If it works, it works. It's still going to protect me just as well as anything else. After watching reviews on different equipment and stuff, and you know, I've watched Yami Noob, Dan Dan the Fireman, Doodle and the Noodle. Another guy I used to watch, he just changed his YouTube name to RJ Ice or something else. He used to do a lot of videos on R3s, but again, it was hard to find videos on R3s. So that's what I'm probably gonna do a lot of my basis on. But after watching their videos and they go over equipment and stuff, they're like, you know, you can buy this stuff right here, but this is just as good as the name brand stuff. So I basically went off what they were saying, and you know, trusted them. Obviously, they said, yeah, maybe the name brand might be made out of a different material that'll help a little bit more if you do slide or road rash. But this stuff has the same material, or you know, it's still built just as well. You kind of just gotta look at the reviews and really just trust people. Another thing I wish I would know more about was maintenance. You know, never riding a motorcycle, I didn't really know much about how to maintain a motorcycle. You know, T-clocks, actually doing your engine checks, your oil checks, your tire pressure checks, checking your blinkers, your headlights, your mirrors, the chain, the throttle, make sure it doesn't get stuck. I didn't know anything about that, and then going into, I wish I would have known a little bit more of actually how to do it. Just going to MFS course, and they kind of give you a real quick class on how to do everything like that. And sometimes it's hard to remember. So again, I YouTubed a lot of that stuff, and there's a lot of videos on YouTube for that, but I'll probably do a video for that one also. And then again, how to do oil changes. Like, I wish I known how to do that, because I would have done that for my second service. Because your second service is literally them just checking the throttle, the tires, changing your oil, and your air filter. And if I'd have known that, or if I'd have known how to, I would have just done the oil change myself, which, I mean, I know how to do it now. Again, I couldn't find videos on how to do it. No one really gave you a really good idea or really showed you exactly how to do it or where to find the oil filter and whatnot. And it's once you look in the manual, it's kind of easy to figure it out. But again, I'm a visual learner. I like to see a lot of what I'm trying to learn. So I'll probably do a video on that one also. And cleaning the chain, you want to clean the chain. That one, there's a lot of videos. There's a lot of videos on, but they don't go into detail on how exactly to clean it, and what to do, how to spray it, how much you want to spray, what chemicals you want to use. And I'm going to go into pretty good detail on that. Let's see. So, perception. When I first, started watching YouTube videos on how to ride and whatnot, everyone would always say you need to be super aware, pay extreme attention to what's around you, 360 or attention around you at all times. And I was like, yeah, I got that. Like, I understand, but you really don't understand that, because like once you're actually on the bike, it's like your senses are heightened. They're higher now. So, and that includes everything. Your visual. I don't really smell anything, but your visual and just looking around and whatnot. It's super high, and you need to really pay attention. just to the fact, like that deer back there, in the beginning of the video, like if I wasn't paying attention, I could have hit that deer, because I like to ride on the right side, you know, almost on the shoulder of the road, just in case I need to swerve out of the way of things. And also the right side of the road is a little bit more clean. The right and the left side of the road is kind of where I'll ride, the 1 and the 3 lane. Just because the middle of the road has a lot of potholes majority of the time. I mean, sometimes there are potholes on the left and right side, don't get me wrong, which I'll ride in the middle. But I like to ride mostly on the left or the right. If there's traffic coming toward me, I'll switch over to the first lane, but majority of the time I'll ride right here just because it's usually a lot cleaner on this side of the road. But yeah, you gotta be really protective, man, because I mean, you have animals jump out in front of you, vehicles pull off in front of you. Yesterday, I was doing my mock video before I actually did, you know, this video I'm gonna try to put on YouTube. I had a car pull out in front of me during the video, or not during the video, it was right before I started recording, and I stopped at a stop sign in front of my GoPro, and right afterwards, yeah, when I was pulling to the stop sign, the car just pulled out in front of me to go to the stop sign. You gotta be really, you know, pay a lot of attention to what's going on. Gravel, if you're driving like that, you gotta look out for the gravel. I mean, it's just really gonna hurt you if you're going straight. If you're going high enough speed and you're turning and stuff, it'll make you, you know, do a low side. Yeah, I mean, you gotta pay attention. You know, you have dogs running out in front of you. Besides that, I think you guys gotta put that. Again, and I can do little videos on everything, you know, go more in detail and stuff if you want me to. Just critique me, tell me what you guys can do better, what I should try, you know, things like that. Let's see. Alright, so another thing I want to talk about, I forgot to put on my list, is turns. You know, everyone thinks motorcycle is really cool. You lean into it, right? You just get really into the turn. Don't try, if you're just starting out riding, don't try to do that. You know, really respect the turns and understand that you don't have that skill level yet. I still don't have that skill level. I've been riding for 5-6 months. Yeah, I'll get into some turns that aren't sharp, or you know, that I know, and I really know those turns. Like I ride this ride right here, or this little route all the time, so I know these turns. But you really have to respect them, because right here, you see us turn left, but there's trees. So I really don't know if it goes off all the way to the left, like it turns real sharp right here or not. I mean, I know it doesn't, but because it kind of goes off to the left a little bit more straight. See, like, you don't know. And it's still blind. It's a real gradual curve right here. But you gotta really be careful with the turns, you know, because you get a lot of guys that want to go, you know, 60 to 80 miles an hour around curves like that where you can't see, you know, the blind curve, and then next thing you know, they're turning super hard, and you know, you can't get into that turn unless you get your real experience. And still at that, it's hard to make those turns. Slow down if you need to. Let off the throttle when you come up to the turn, because I know this is a sharper turn. I'm going to do that. And there's also vehicles that come from other directions. Slow up the throttle before you get into the turn. Hit on the brake a little bit. But really respect turns, guys, because me and my buddy, when I had just started riding, he took me out and he was like, hey man, I want to show you a really cool route that he goes on. And there's the house on the road right there. But yeah, he took me out, and he was hitting turns fast, you know, fast as heck, and I thought I could do that, and I've been riding for a month, and I couldn't do that. I didn't crash, I didn't, you know, drive my bike or anything like that, but I hit a turn a little bit too quick, and yeah, I just did what my MFS instructor told me to do, and that was literally just to lean as hard as you could and get on the throttle, and I have never done that again. It scared me half to death. And I won't do that again unless, you know, I'm super comfortable with myself and my skill level. Right now, I'm still, like I said, I'm not as comfortable hitting turns at those kind of speeds, and like, you really shouldn't be doing that here on the road either. Just because, you know, there's a lot of hazards, the dead deer out here, the gravel, you know, the road, animals in the road, dead animals. There could be wood. I've gone down this road before, and there's been a lot of wood on the road, and you really gotta, you know, be very cognizant of what's around you, and you don't know. If you want to do fast, really cool things, hit curve turns at 100 miles an hour, 80 miles an hour, go to the racetrack. I hear that a lot. I really don't have time to do that because of work and family. But if I did have time, I wouldn't mind trying it out, going there and just, better myself. But again, I digress from that situation. I go more into detail on how to actually hit turns, what you need to do, on how to turn, how to lean and whatnot. I go into detail on that also if you guys want me to. Just let me know in the comments. Alright, so group rides. I've been on 2 group rides. Another thing I want you to know. There's a lot today. It's wild. I wrote this thing yesterday, there's not this many. But group rides, right? Make sure you're comfortable riding with other people before you do it. If you decide to go on a group ride and you're riding with them and they're going way too fast, or they're riding too close together, you just feel like you're not ready for it, don't be afraid to just bail out. Just wave someone, let them know you're going to leave. Just, let them know you're going to leave so they don't think that you're still there. But tell them that you're dipping out because you're not comfortable, because you don't have to even tell them that. Be like, hey man, like I have to go, something came up. I've done that before. I think it was probably like 2 months ago. I was riding with a group of military vets, and I can't remember what they were doing, like what group they were part of. They're nice guys, but they're like literally riding probably like one right here and one literally like right to the left, like back tires next to the front tire. And when they hit turns, like they were in sync. They looked cool when they did it, but they wanted me to do that with them, and I was not comfortable with my skill level, and let alone I didn't know these people that well, and I wasn't comfortable with riding with them not knowing me and me not knowing them. Maybe if I rode with them a little bit more, that'd be cool, but that's just really, it's not safe to ride that close, and I know that. I've watched enough videos, I've talked to enough people, and just riding that close, if anything were to happen, like that right there, a dead animal again, a little squirrel, like that, and I had to swerve around to the left, I would have hit the guy to my left. Or if, again, I had to swerve to the right, I'd be fine on my right shoulder, but if I'm this guy, I have to swerve to my right, my back tire's going to hit him, I'm probably going to crash everyone behind me because of that. That's not safe. I wouldn't do that. I'm not going to do that again. Maybe if I, again, have sometime in the future, way in the future, I'm a lot more comfortable, have a lot better skill, maybe then I'll think about it. But until then, like, the spacing and stuff, maybe I'll talk to them about that. If someone I'm comfortable with it, maybe they'll change it, but I highly doubt it. Yeah, that's group rides. If you're not comfortable, don't do them. But they can be fun. I've gone, not really group rides, 2 or 3 people. I ride my buddies all the time, but we do staggered, I guess, formations or staggered riding style, where like he's probably, I don't know, 20, 30 feet in front of me, and I'm back here on the right, and we're kind of just chilling. We don't have anything really fancy to talk on yet, like a Cardo talk or the JBL speaker talk stuff. And I really don't expect to, plan to get one of those, because they're super expensive right now. Maybe in the future I will, but as of right now, I usually just ride by myself, so I don't really want to get things like that. I just have regular Bluetooth headphones I can just listen to music with, So we'll ride together, we'll just cruise and enjoy it. And they don't go crazy fast, they don't do super crazy turns. If they want to speed up, and I don't want to, we got little hand signals, like little, like go ahead, or like, wave at them, or, give them certain, signals where they, they understand, like, yeah, you can go ahead and do it, man, or, hey, I want to go do this, like, give them a little back swing, and we understand each other, so that's why we were able to do that kind of stuff. It's fine. But, again, it's just being comfortable with who you're riding with and everything else. Being in the military also, you have to go on one group ride every year with the military if you're trying to ride motorcycles. It's the other thing I'm trying to talk about is, you know, I couldn't find anything on the actual military process for riding motorcycles. There is a process. You have to have the MSF course, the VRC course, basic rider course, or motorcycle safety, foundation safety course, right? You get that with that other animal. But you have to have that stuff, right? You get to pass that class in order to ride on post. Now, you can ride a motorcycle off post if you have the endorsement, but you cannot ride on post if you do not have the endorsement or any kind of safety course and you're not wearing the proper gear. And you have to make a packet and go through your motorcycle mentor. If you ask your chain of command who the motorcycle mentor is of your troop or your squadron, they should be able to lead you in the right direction. Making the packet really is not hard. You literally, it's just a T-clock packet for inspection of your motorcycle, and the motorcycle mentor will inspect your motorcycle, and then he's going to literally take you on about an hour and a half ride on a route that he's chosen, you know. And I rode with, I think, 15, 20 people in that ride. It wasn't very big, but the one next year that I have to do, because I've been riding for a year, I'm going to be riding in the back. I'm doing it with, I think, 40 or 50 people, and that's a lot of people to ride with. We'll have radios and all that stuff we're going to use too. But, you know, you have to do that group ride, you have to do your check-on ride, so they know that you're safe at riding motorcycles. They'll take you on tight turns, they'll take you on windy roads, they'll take you on, it's a really fun ride, like, being all, like, honest. But it's just so that they know you can ride the motorcycle properly. You're not going to stall out while you're riding. You're not going to dump your bike. They got, you know, they got a medic there with them, so if something does happen, they can properly take care of it. But yeah, making the packet, you just, you know, go ask the motorcycle mentor or someone in your trooper platoon who the motorcycle mentor is. And this turn is super. This turn got me when I first started riding this route because it was so tight. But yeah, ask them, you know, for the packet or for information on how to get the packet, and they can tell you. But I mean, besides that, it's just going to the MSF course, which the military pays for. It's free unless you want to get in an earlier date, then you pay for the civilian one, which is what I did. And it's only 2 days for the civilian, it's 3 days for the military. So I paid for the 2-day course for the civilians, which is literally all day. Which I think was $160, and so I paid for that. And then again, if you're in the military and you want to do it through the military, you just got to put in a date to go, which they always say they have a date. I think it's once a week, every Thursday or every Wednesday, something like that. Or it's for my squadron, it's every Thursday. They'll start it and it ends on Saturday. And sometimes I do Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, depending on the week. But yeah, just ask about how to make the packet, build the packet, how to get to the course, and you know, they're definitely going to let you know this is how you do it. If you have any trouble, again, you could drop a comment on my video, and I can try to help you out as best as I can, try to get you as much information as I can. If you're at Fort Hood, I'm really good friends with the motorcycle mentor, and stop really quick. You know, you gotta. I'm really good friends with the motorcycle mentor. I could talk to them and try to get you in a class really easily. And you might know the people that, you know, from different squadrons and brigades. But yeah. Don't be afraid to ride motorcycle in the military either. Like, I mean, you have to wear all the gear at all times. I mean, which is just pants, over-the-hill boots or shoes, and then basically, if you wear a uniform and a helmet, you're fine with gloves. You have to wear gloves at all times, a helmet, and over-the-hill too, or shoes. When you're off post, you're supposed to wear pants, a long t-shirt, gloves, over the hill, and a helmet. I wear my riding pants, my jacket, my gloves, all the stuff I went over. That's what I ride at all times. Yeah. Things I want to do videos on, right? So, how to change your oil, because again, I couldn't find one on how to do R3. How to clean your chain, and that's for any motorcycle really in general. It's easy to clean your chain, but I never found a video on like detailed, like actually what you can use for the tire. I bought the little cool thing on Amazon. They put my back tire on and I can twist it, that turns a chain while cleaning it. I could drop a link for that also. And then the chemicals I use, got by Amazon. I could drop a link for that. Really good chemicals. I've loved it. It cleans your chain really well, and the wax that you use to put on the chain, it looks phenomenal. The chain is glistening. I've never had an issue with it. Whenever I take my bike in for services and stuff, they always tell me my stuff looks really good. I'm going to do a T-Clocks video just for the newer riders again. So you got some general idea of like a really good detailed idea of how to do T-Clocks and where everything actually is on a motorcycle, at least on the R3. And usually it's all the same regardless, you know, the blinker, the headlights, all that stuff's usually close to the same spot on every bike. Practicing. I still practice. I've been riding for 7 months now, but I go to the parking lots. I practice my U-turns. I practice my start and stops. You know, that's the thing I really like doing is the two wheels down wave. It's a pretty awesome concept, and everybody does it. Yeah, practice. Do a video on that. Whenever I do a group ride, I want to do a video on the group ride, and then I can go into more detailed video and stuff you need to get, documents, and how to go about riding a motorcycle in the military. That's another video I want to do. Just to get, I had trouble finding that because not a lot of guys really rode where I'm from, my troop at least, or the guys that did left, and I had to go through the process by myself and figure everything out. You know, once I got in contact with the right people, it became a lot easier. But it was just getting the paperwork and then finding the right guy to turn it into, figuring out how to do this and do that. You know, it really helped. I mean, I wish I had something that would have helped me a little bit more, I guess, because I really did have a tough time trying to figure out everything. And once I figured it out again, it was super easy. It's just getting past that first step of going, you know, figuring out if you have to go to the MSF course or the VRC course, or like what paperwork you have to have in order to turn in your packet and stuff like that. So I mean, I go into more detailed video on that one also. But yeah, if you're trying to cuss, if you're new to riding or you haven't started riding yet, you know, don't be afraid to do it, man. It's a lot of fun. I always enjoy it. Again, you don't have to buy expensive gear. I have little Bluetooth headphones I bought from Walmart, like 30 bucks. And then I bought memory foam as earplugs you can put your headphones into. That really, you cut out the wind and it helps the music, you know, you can hear the music a lot better, and it doesn't have to be as loud. My music's like halfway up right now and I'm just jamming. But listening to music while you're riding helps you, you know, really just get a little bit more into it. Which riding is fun in general by itself, and it always puts me in a good mood. Like, I was not really in the best moods before I started riding, and it's been a long morning. But yeah, listen to music, which it helps you vibe, and you know, just you get into it. That one song comes on while you're riding, really upbeat song, or maybe that one rock song, you're just getting it. It feels pretty great. Absolutely love riding, and you know, since I've started, I've not one day regretted getting a bike, or not one day, you know, not wanted to ride. Even when I think yesterday it was 38 degrees when I rode, and you know, I have the jacket and the gloves and everything I need for that. But I still absolutely just loved it. It was cold, yeah, but you know, just I don't know, something about it, just it makes me feel, you know, amazing. It just puts me in a really good mood. I get home, I get off my bike, and I'm just happy. It was just, nothing in that moment can really bring you down, you know? So we really don't be afraid to just, you know, get out there and try something. If you go to the MSF course and you don't feel like you're ready to go through with the course, you can opt out of the course, and the majority of the time they'll tell you, like, hey, since you made a decision to not complete the course because you feel like it's not safe for you, or you're uncomfortable doing it, or you feel like you're not ready, the majority of the time when you come back to do the course again, they'll give you a discount. I had a gentleman who was in my class who had done that, and they gave him, I think, like a 50% discount, or a 50 or 40% discount whenever he had went the second time, and he passed the second time, which is, you know, awesome for him. And a lot of guys from my MSF course I'm still in contact with, and we go on rides here and there, and people are, okay, you know. And I mean, there's two guys right now, it's two brothers who still, I don't know if they've got their bikes yet or not. The last time I talked to them, they're looking at bikes to buy, but they're trying to get some crazy bikes. Two older gentlemen, and I mean, they probably have a, you know, pretty good amount of money. They look wealthy. It's good for them, yeah, but they're getting some really classic motorcycles, you know, some cruisers. I can't remember exactly what they were, but I know when they showed me the videos of the ones they wanted, they were pretty expensive, and it's something that I couldn't afford, for sure. But I mean, again, once they get their license and all that stuff and they're ready to go ride, I plan to go ride with them. Also, the guys that I did the MSF course with was the guys who I bought the motorcycle from, the company that I bought the motorcycle from, and they had given me a discount on the motorcycle because I went to the MSF course with them. I mean, I got my military discount also. It was like 5-10%, but then they also gave me like another 10% off, so I got like 20 or 15% off the motorcycle, just because I went to MSF course and, you know, the military benefits and whatnot. It was awesome. But yeah, you know, that's all I got for today. It's probably an extremely long video. My first video, again, you know, if you guys have any pointers for me, any tips, anything you want to critique, you know, I'm open to, you know, getting some help. Please just try not to be too negative. If anybody wants to say anything, I mean, you know, I'll take it, it's whatever, but negativity is always not too fun, not too nice, you know. I like to be a positive person, always be really, you know, upbeat, and have fun, and if y'all comment, I'll try to reply, and, you know, we can maybe talk. If you guys live in Texas, the Fort Hood area, let me know. We can maybe go on a ride together. I'd enjoy that. I always like making new friends. But yeah, I guess I'll talk to y'all later.